After driving 3,500 kilometers around the Baltic Sea with my first car in order to drive to every country in the European Union, it's time for the next adventure, Ireland. Join me as I venture around the Emerald Isle of Ireland with my first car to take out the 15th country this car has ever visited. Welcome to the outskirts of Dublin. We have today a 5.5 hours trip in front of us. The first location I set off on the sat-nav is 4 hours and 42 minutes away, 289 kilometers. We will venture today from the Republic of Ireland into Northern Ireland, which is in the UK, which means that it will actually change from kilometers into miles. And yeah, it will be very, very, very exciting. We will visit today the northernmost point of the Emerald Isle of Ireland, which is Malin Head. Now, funny enough, a lot of Irish people call obviously Northern Ireland and the Republic of Ireland Southern Ireland. And funny enough, Malin Head is actually not in Northern Ireland, even though it is the northernmost point of the Emerald Isle of Ireland, because Malin Head is actually in Southern Ireland. Really funny that. I actually, I looked yesterday at the map and I thought, well, okay, that's funny. But yeah, alright. I actually still need to fill up my windwater fluid, and I actually need to go to a petrol station in the next 160 kilometers, even though it's the last quarter of the tank, which means that it won't be deplete a little bit faster than the other 3/4 of the tank of this Mark V Golf. However, yeah. Now, honestly, I am actually very impressed. I've driven up to this point 2,615 kilometers on this trip. The car is now on 207,000 kilometers, and I am absolutely amazed. I know I said it in all the other trips. This is a well good road trip car, and I know a lot of people don't think that, because honestly, if I wouldn't have tried it, I also wouldn't think that. But this is a really good road trip car. Yes, it's sometimes underpowered, but you can have fun with it. Oh my god, that was a little bit tight. You can have fun with it, and this car just absolutely drives. Like, I've driven multiple days hard with it, day after day after day after day, and it's still going. And the only thing that's currently misbehaving is like the windwater fluid, which I still need to fill up, but nothing more. And that's absolutely insane if you ask me. Like, when you think about it, this is a 3,500 euro, oh, that was a 3,500 euro car. This is right now maybe a 2,000 euro car, if that. Yet it still performs this well. It didn't give me any headaches up to this point so far. Fingers crossed. Because that's, I mean, I'm absolutely amazed. I'm absolutely amazed. Now, yes, something is wrong with the rear left brake, but that's because this brake disc is, not the youngest anymore. And let's be honest, I drove it hard, especially the last 3 years since I've owned it. And so it was bound to happen, obviously. I mean, it wouldn't have happened if this disc would be replaced sooner, but I thought, you know what, let's do it after this trip, and then everything will be fine. But obviously I have to drive now a little bit more careful because of that, but this obviously doesn't take the fun away of this, because the roads here are absolutely beautiful, and it is so much fun driving actually on the left with the left-hand drive car, because you can see in right corners a bit more, which means you can have in right corners a bit more fun, if you understand what I mean. Oh my god, look at this, the road, yes. It's so nice. It's so cool. I tell you what, driving lorries or trucks like these on these narrow lanes with this, you know, I mean, if you can see on the maps, but it is very, very windy here, the road, very curvy, very many corners, and these are very big trucks. These are very big trucks, and it's barely, I mean, there was already one truck coming the other way, and there's another one. Look how they have to squeeze into into the branches, into the bushes on the left and the right. I mean, it's insane. I actually don't want to overtake them because A, I can't, and B, it's dangerous, and C, I actually don't want to. Right, just about an hour later, we have now only 3 hours and 20 minutes left. 290 kilometers. I still have 120 kilometers of range left, and yeah, I'm now on the N2, and I've driven on the N2 for the past, like, I don't know, half hour, 45 minutes. So yeah, it's actually, you know, it's a bit more faster paced, yet you can still see the country, obviously, because it's still windy. It's, you know, a bit technical to drive because there are some corners, not very many, but you know, just a few. It's, the elevation changes are there, which also adds to the fun of driving this. Amazing. I am in this little town, I don't know the name honestly, and I think you can see all those Irish flags, and there's a very nice castle, and you can see all those Irish flags because I think of St. Patrick's Day. Yeah, of course you can go. It's really, really nice. Really nice. And all those little shops. That's amazing. That's absolutely amazing. But obviously traffic, which is not good for the average fuel consumption, but it is what it is. It is what it is. Oh, I can smell the brake disc. Well, obviously, as I already said in the last couple of days, as well as today in the very beginning, I try to drive a bit more careful ever since I saw this, because I obviously don't want to get into an accident because of that. That's why I am, even though I still want to see things, I still want to drive very, very careful and try to be as precautious as possible. And oh my god, those castles look amazing. Amazing. What the... Now I have to say, it looks really, really quite cool. It looks really, really cool driving through this town. Okay. Danke. Well, that was tight, and I even had that on camera. It just keeps going and going and going. What's that? A little monument. Right, I just fueled up the car right here at this lovely gas station, and I bought 1.5 liters of still water because I actually need to refill the washer fluid. So let me do that right now. Well, 1.5 liters of water are now back in the car, and no faults or lights whatsoever. Perfect. Now onwards. You are joining me right now about, well, 30-40 minutes later after I filled up the car, and in the next maybe 200 meters, we are currently now on the N2, we will leave the Republic of Ireland and enter Northern Ireland, meaning the United Kingdom. And this is a border where it goes from, which is actually quite funny. We are now in the United Kingdom, and it is now not anymore in kilometers, it is now in miles, which is something to think about, obviously. And now, if I'm not mistaken, the border between Republic of Ireland and Northern Ireland is the only border where you can drive through without stopping, and while you do that, you change from kilometers to miles without stopping. I mean, obviously when you drive from France to the Eurotunnel and then to England, that's obviously stopping, because you have kilometers in France, then you stop in the Eurotunnel, and then you drive off into the United Kingdom with miles. But in this case, we were just on kilometers, and now we are on miles, which is really something else. I mean, it is really weird. Really weird. I mean, I already knew for what I was up for, because, as I already said in the previous videos, I've traveled with this car already to Scotland, through the entire UK, so I basically knew what's going on. And now we see much more, now we see many more British plates, which is, well, now we see much more United Kingdom plates, the yellow and white ones, which I actually think, I like these a lot, because you can customize them a lot. And yeah, awesome. That's actually a nice Hyundai. I tell you what, seeing now all those UK plates, and not, let's say, the Irish plates, which were obviously, let's say, the normal Euro plates, and it kind of gives a different feel to all things, you know, because not only is it not any more kilometers, because it's now also miles, as I already told you, but it's not euros anymore, because it's now pounds, which is quite fun to think about. And yeah, I don't know, it gives kind of a different feel to like the whole scenario, to the whole experience of also driving on the left and also being here. I don't know, it's just, it's quite something special. It's actually something to think about, and it is, in my opinion, actually, you know, quite different. The feel is very different. Alright, 1 hour 36 minutes still to go, 97 kilometers. I have 790 kilometers of range, and I am in a traffic jam because of roadworks, which is, well, okay, I guess. Not good, I guess. I don't know. I mean, I have plenty of time. It's not 12 AM. And yeah, we have only 1 hour 36 minutes to go. And I actually have to say, Northern Ireland is equally as beautiful as the Republic of Ireland or Southern Ireland, because, well, yeah, it's I mean, it's the same island, so it just makes sense that it also has the same beauty as the Republic of Ireland or Southern Ireland. And yeah, other than that, it's great going. I actually like having the change from miles, from kilometers to miles. Ah, now we can, nice. Now we can drive. But yeah, I actually think it's quite refreshing having the change from kilometers to miles. And yeah, everything great so far. I just thought about it. The car performs really well, like really well. And I pushed it the last days really hard, when you think about it. And the last couple of trips really hard. Especially the Baltic Sea road trip was quite hard, and Castle Wild Scandinavia as well. And yeah, But it's good that this car performs this good, because I still have a lot of other plans with it, which will obviously come in the future at some time. And yeah, I absolutely love driving on country roads in the United Kingdom or in Ireland, because I don't know, these roads are much more fun to drive on than the roads in northern Germany, because the roads in northern Germany are dead straight. There are some windy roads, some curvy roads, but not like this. Well, another update. Only 1 hour 57 kilometers left. We will arrive at 13:47, and I am currently right now in some kind of a village right next to a river, and the river is actually quite big, and I'm in traffic, which is usual, but yeah, I mean, it's actually quite smooth sailing. I just looked it up. As already said in the beginning, Melon Head is actually in Southern Ireland, in the Republic of Ireland. But obviously we are now in Northern Ireland, which means that we will cross back into Southern Ireland or the Republic of Ireland, whichever way you want to look at it. And yeah, so it will change back from miles into kilometers. However, my hotel for the night, which is actually the last night in Ireland, is in Northern Ireland, which means we will cross back again from, oh my god, that's beautiful. I don't know if you can see, but this 3 Series has a plate, it's a 325i, but it has a plate M3 SOH, which is a quite nice plate, but this is not a M3. This town is absolutely beautiful. Look at all those churches and towers and historic buildings, oh my god. I mean, unfortunately, just look at the other side. Just look at the other side. How is this town called? I have absolutely no idea. I have absolutely no idea. Oh shit, I need to move over. Okay. Made it. Behind a taxi. No, driver's school. Ebrington? Is this Ebrington? I don't know. But we are in traffic, but these buildings are, I don't know, the thing about England, these buildings or England, the United Kingdom or Ireland, these buildings are they are well better preserved than the buildings in Germany, at least. In all those cities, they obviously have a modern touch, but they are really, I mean, they are much more historic, I would say, with my novice words. I just found out where we are. We are not in Ebrington, we are in Londonderry. And I'm actually amazed how much traffic in Londonderry is. But yet, this was Londonderry, and I have to say, it's a beautiful place. Okay, we are now only 37 minutes away, 37 kilometers. We are directly at the sea, and one very funny thing to notice, actually, I've completely missed the sign where we actually went back from miles to kilometers. We are now back in the Republic of Ireland, right next to the sea, which looks really nice. And yeah, I've completely missed it. I looked at my sat nav and I saw kilometers, not miles anymore. And then I was, well, okay, I guess, might as well film it. And yeah, we are back in the Republic of Ireland. I don't know if you can see it, but we are kind of in the highlands, which is funny. I don't know if you can call them highlands, but you know, the normal highlands are, I think, with all my knowledge in Scotland and only in Scotland, and I don't know if you can call these hills highlands, but they are looking highland-ish when you look at them. They do look highland-ish, and this road is actually really, really nice as well. And yeah, it just makes fun. We are 33 minutes away from, obviously, Mellon Head, the northernmost point of the country of Ireland. And yeah, it just looks absolutely beautiful here. I mean, just look at that. I mean, that's absolutely beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. Now I can smell my brakes again, which is not really nice, not really pleasant, but it looks really, really nice with all those sheeps. Yeah, amazing. Now, when we arrive at Mellon Head, this car has then visited, up to this point, actually quite a few northernmost points, if you can call it that, because I've driven this car to the North Cape. That was obviously the northernmost point of continental Europe. Then I've driven this car, before I started YouTube, in 2023, to Roanoke Road, the northernmost point of the United Kingdom, continental United Kingdom, and now I'm driving actually to the northernmost point of the island of Ireland, of Republic of Ireland, which is actually quite fun to think about, that this car has visited already some quite many northernmost points-ish. Well, as you can see, it's now way, way hillier than before, which means when it goes uphill, this car actually struggles quite a bit. And yeah, but it looks absolutely insane. It looks absolutely insane. It's so beautiful, and right over there is the water. But oh my god, it is very, very hilly. Well, this right up there is Mellon Head, and unfortunately my camera died. That's why I couldn't film the way to get here, but it cooled down. That's why I am filming right now really quick. But this is the way up there, this amazing, amazing, amazing road. And yeah, it's just beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. It's really, really, really nice. They're turning around, okay. But that's Mellon Head. And I think I'm parking here because this is a really, really, really nice spot to overlook the ocean, which this car is currently doing, and it is absolutely amazing. Now, as you can see, this car has made it to Mellon Head, the northernmost point of the island of Ireland. It is very, very, very windy, which means I have to kind of tuck the camera away so you can actually understand me. But yeah, it has made it. This car has visited now the North Cape, the northernmost point of continental Europe, Roanoke Road, the northernmost point of the United Kingdom, continental United Kingdom, and now Mellon Head, the northernmost point of the island of Ireland. And this car has made it. This car has made it 2,800 and something kilometers, which is absolutely insane. Which is absolutely insane. I am here with this incredible, incredible view. Now I try to actually speak now against the wind. That is why maybe the audio isn't that good. But this is absolutely insane having this car here, and I just noticed like this angle is really cool. Yes, the Mark V might has some haters because of the design, but let's be honest. This view, and yes, even with this car, Entrances Tower, which is Melonhead right over there, is really, really, really good. And oh my god, it is windy. Actually, I jumped now back into the car because it is so incredibly windy outside. You can see, I don't know if you can see, but maybe I will zoom in, 2,896 kilometers. This car has driven under its own power all the way up to here, minus the ferry obviously. But yeah, it's absolutely insane. And this view is just next level, if you ask me. It's a shame that you are not allowed to wild camp in Ireland, because this view is absolutely breathtaking. And this view with a sunrise or sunset would be impeccable. It would be so amazing. Right, I just reversed out of this parking space, which was really, really nice. And this view is still so incredible. And now the camera is not that overheated anymore, which means I can actually show you the way back, because I set myself another checkpoint, which is actually a nice photo or picture location. Yeah, 17 minutes away. And this, oh my god. I've just driven on the right side of the road, not on the left, which yeah, could have caused some trouble. See, that's what I mean. That was basically muscle memory, which is obviously in left and right-hand drive countries not a real good thing. But you're used to drive on the right side of the road, not on the left side. But this coastline is absolutely beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful, without a doubt. Yes, maybe a bit harsh on the suspension of the car, but the views make up for it. It's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. Right, let's roll some B-roll and I will see you at the next location. Right, last photo location for the day is now done, and that was basically it for the day. I've shot now a really nice picture, you know, with the car in front of like Irish flag. Unfortunately there was no wind, no real wind, that's why the Irish flag basically doesn't look really Irish right now. But we have 35 minutes, 37 kilometers back to the hotel, and yeah, that's basically it for today. It wasn't actually that long of a day, but I need to be ready for tomorrow, because tomorrow is the last day here in Ireland. Not really a day, maybe half a day here in Ireland. That's why I need to get up really early, and you will see that in the next video of this trip, the last video of this trip. And yeah, it was an absolutely amazing day. It was so great having being with my first car, with my own car, at Melonhead, the northernmost point of the island of Ireland, the Emerald Isle of Ireland, which is really nice, really cool, really fascinating. It was absolutely beautiful right there. It's a shame that you can't do wild camping in Ireland, otherwise I would do maybe a Cars in the Wild season here, but unfortunately you can't, and I don't want to spend the night at campgrounds because I think that's not what Cars in the Wild is all about. So yeah, that was just a little excursus, and I will make my way now back to the hotel, 33 minutes, and yeah, I hope I'll see you in the next one. Alright, peace!